Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated.
Good evening, everyone. It is my great pleasure to formally welcome you to the 4th commencement ceremony for the Academy for Classical Education's class of 2022. I would like to thank the members of our ACE governing board, including our governing board chair, Mr. Whit Gaither. You have all worked tirelessly since day one to help build and grow the legacy of ACE. We would not be here without your efforts or your expertise. Thank you. I am a firm believer in thanking those who have made this moment possible, so allow me the time to thank those many individuals. On behalf of the graduates, I would like to first thank our parents, families, and siblings for their continuous support, unconditional love, and encouragement throughout the years. I would like to thank our faculty, administration, and support staff for keeping us focused on our goals and dreams and never giving up on us even when some may have wanted to give up on themselves. Every teacher here, from our kindergarten teachers on up, has taught most of us. And not only did you prepare us academically, you also prepared us to develop the skills to be successful once we leave ACE. Some of you have gotten new IDs for us or given us Tylenol to ease a headache. You have listened to our woes and helped us mail off transcripts. Thank you. I would like to say thank you to those who are not always thanked, our lunch staff and custodial staff. These individuals work terribly hard so that we are well fed and that our school is pristine. Thank you. And to my fellow graduates, my peers, congratulations. We made it. You have put in the hours that many high school students simply don't want to put into their academic work. It has paid off and will continue to pay off. We deserve this moment, so let's take it. Let's embrace it. For just a moment, look around you and silently thank your fellow students and everyone in this auditorium for making school more than just a place to receive an education. To everyone in the audience, thank you for being here tonight to celebrate this occasion with us. I would like to ask that you please take a moment to silence any and all electronic devices, and to remember to refrain from shouting when your graduate's name is called. We want every senior to have their moment and to have their name heard by their family, so please refrain from any unnecessary celebration. Tonight, it is also my pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker. Senator John F. Kennedy was first elected to the Senate in 2014. In fact, Senator Kennedy attended our dedication ceremony at ACE in 2014. He serves as the Vice Chairman of the Banking and Financial Services Committee, Secretary of Regulated Industries and Utilities Committee, is a member of Appropriations, Judiciary and Reapportionment and Redistricting Committees, and is an ex officio member of the Rules Committee. Senator Kennedy earned a degree in economics from Mercer University in 1987 and completed his law degree at Mercer Law School in 1990. He has previously served as president of the Macon Bar Association and is a member of the Board of Governors for the State Bar of Georgia. Senator Kennedy is a partner at James Bates Brannon Groover Law Firm and is married to Susan Kennedy, and they have 2 children that live in Monroe County. Please welcome Senator John F. Kennedy.
Well, good evening. May the 27th, 2022, what a great day for the Academy for Classical Education, a great day for the parents and family of you graduates, and a great day for the Middle Georgians that are your community, and so proud of your accomplishments, and of course, most importantly, a great day for those of you who are graduating tonight. Thank you for that kind introduction. As you were told, I do have the honor and pleasure of serving many of you in the Georgia State Senate. Thank you for that. But don't worry, tonight is not a night for political speeches, and I'm quite sure you're very relieved to hear that. Tonight is about the accomplishments of the graduates so that they can learn, they can move forward, onward and upward with their lives and educational endeavors in the days to come. I want to thank Principal Laura Perkins and Mrs. Stokes and the board and the members for the Academy for Classical Education for the great honor of allowing me to address this audience and the scholars on such an important day. So, let me begin by addressing the 2 most pressing questions on the mind of each graduate tonight. Number 1, who is this guy giving a speech? And number 2, how long is he going to talk? Well, just a little bit about me. I was born and raised in a small town named Adrian, Georgia, about halfway between here and Savannah, just down the road. And when I say small town, I mean small town. 800 people in 1 stoplight. That's right, 800 folks. In fact, folks, our town was so small that we used to watch the Andy Griffith show to see how city folk lived. I graduated with 30 in my graduating class. Small town life is real living. You get your values from your family, your church, and your community. They are on display every day because everyone in a small town is watching you and everybody knows what you're doing. Your school, the Academy for Classical Education, has something very much in common with my school, Adrian High School. You have teachers, coaches, and others at the school that love you very much and will very closely follow your future successes and take great pride in watching you rise and be successful. I was fortunate to attend and obtain my undergraduate degree from Mercer here in Macon and then went on to Mercer Law School. I'm married to Susan, who is from Macon. We have 2 near-perfect children. Catherine graduated from the University of Georgia, and she's currently in graduate school, and our son Will is a rising senior at Mercer undergrad. Those details about my life are what is most important to me. That's the important stuff. If you don't know the rich history of how ACE was conceived, formed, and brought into existence, you really need to check it out. and know that you are a part of that legacy. From the early discussions about what ACE could be and should be comes this motto, where teachers can teach and students will learn. You are now a direct beneficiary of that history, and you are now an owner of that legacy. That is part of your history. The question now is, what about your future? Simply stated, the question of the moment is, what's next? I'll bet you folks that are graduating have probably answered the question 48 times today already of what's next. Everybody asks you that. Everybody wants to know. And I'm sure you have an automatic answer. But don't let the repetitiveness of that question take away the meaningfulness of the question. While you can and do answer the question, I know that the question on your mind really is, what is next? The data and statistics answering that question for you scholars that are here with us tonight for the immediate future for you is indeed very impressive. I have to admit to you that I have watched the growth and success of ACE and have always been impressed. Looking at some details of you, the class of this year is really beyond impressive. 86 colleges are represented on the list of where you guys are going, and the scholarship offers of over $3.7 million because of your academic hard work and success, and that doesn't include Hope and the Zell Miller scholarships. 8 of you are going to go on to much needed and very successful tracks and local careers and workforce development. And one of my favorites, 4 of you are heading into the Air Force, 1 into the Navy, and 1 into the Marine Corps. Let me thank you here and now for your willingness to serve our country. And to top it off, your valedictorian is also a National Merit Scholarship finalist and headed to Georgia Tech. And your salutatorian has been accepted at the University of Georgia. The success of ACE is not just in the academic field, as we have all watched it blossom. It is now excelled and continues to push in extracurricular activities as well. Now, I was one who never impressed anybody with my academic abilities, I can promise you. But I do know enough to know that attracting and retaining the likes of Keith Hatcher and Mark Faraba for ACE is a big deal, and it talks of and speaks to greater days ahead. So your college or work determination answers for many of you the question of what's next. But does it really? It gives you some direction for a certain period of time. And let's be honest, during this next step in the direction of where you're going to school and your career choice, what are your requirements going to be to maintain the scholarships that you've so richly deserved and earned? And what are the academics requirements are going to be to stay in the school where you're going to be a part of? They're all a part of the what's next for you, but it doesn't tell you how to walk the pathway to your own what's next. That's where the details of how you walk the path of your personal what's next will be most impactful in your life. Now let me speak briefly to those of you who don't have the answer to what's next. This part is important and it's real because not everyone knows what their next is. Please understand that there are classmates among you, some of whom are close friends, who really don't know what they want to do next. They don't know what their major in college should be. They don't know what their future ideal job is. They don't know what they're supposed to be doing in that fulfilling profession that they're going to be told that, wow, you'll never work a day in your life if you do this particular thing that you find. They or you don't know the direction or pathway that you'll take to success that some of your classmates seem to have all figured out by now. My message to you is, if that's you and you really don't know, that's all right. It's okay. It's more than all right. It may just be that you're normal. From a personal standpoint, this was visited in my immediate family not too long ago. As I told you at the beginning of my remarks, I have 2 children. One of my children has pretty much been on automatic pilot for their all academic career, making great grades, studying hard, excelling, taking the AP courses and succeeding, obtaining the Hope Scholarship in college and being successful in graduate school, even to the point of knowing which professional field they wanted to go into. My other child, not so much. A very different picture. They struggled to know what they wanted to do, where they wanted to go to school, and what they wanted to major in. And it was all unbeknownst to me, their dad. All of this created a great amount of anxiety for them. It was anxiety that was even made all the more real and intense by their friends who seemed to have it all figured out and knew that their direction and pathway for the future. Well, a few years of growing up and a gap year in Utah, and they're now back on track and they know what's next. And they're now on a path to be successful. My message to you is either way, whether you know tonight or you have no clue, you're going to be okay. I'm here to tell you and assure you that if you don't have the answer to what's next, that's okay, because we're all on God's timetable. He is in control, not us. That pathway for you will become apparent. Those innate desires for a certain type of future will blossom within you, and it will all be okay. There may be a struggle with the timing of your learning about this, but trust me, it will all come in due time, and it will be okay, because you will know what your next is. I want to switch gears and talk about something, one of really just 2 points I'd like to make to you graduates tonight. As you leave the comfort and confinement of your home life, living under the limitations of mom and dad, you'll find perhaps many new freedoms. The freedom to manage your own time and go and come as you please and associate with those with whom you wish, and perhaps without the oversight of mom's watchful eye. You'll also begin to build phase 2 of your own personal reputation. You see, for most, if not all of your life, your reputation has been formed by that of your own actions, the oversight and assistance of your family, your academic focus, and the work ethic, and the many other factors that are a part of your life. But you see, you're about to build your own reputation, either because you're moving away from home or you're going to go to school, or even if you're not moving away. There's a certain expectation of adulthood and individual responsibility that attaches to you when you exit the stage tonight with your diploma. In short, you're about to build your own brand of integrity that will follow you. As you go through life, you may be tested in many ways that you never expected. Your integrity will be challenged, and you will have to make decisions that you never thought you would face. I'm reminded of the story of the 2 college freshmen who had stayed out a little bit too late, spent too much time partying on the night before their biology exam. Yes, they had a large time, and the next morning they both overslept and woke up with a self-induced headache. As they drove to campus and rushed to class, they arrived to find the exam was all over. The students had finished their exam, packed up, and were leaving, and the biology professor was wrapping up what was going on. Well, the 2 boys then thought quickly and embarked on a story to tell the professor that they'd had a flat tire while they were driving to class. They'd hit a pothole. They had this long story that they had weaved. That had necessitated them taking the car to have it repaired, and that had really consumed the whole morning, which they otherwise would have been in class taking their biology exam. Well, the wise biology professor, feeling sorry for them perhaps, agreed he would give them a makeup exam on the spot. After a few minutes, he returned to the room and escorted each of the 2 students into different classrooms for their test. He administered the following test to each who were sitting in different classrooms with a 2-question biology final exam. Question number 1, for 5 points, explain photosynthesis. Question number 2, for 95 points, which tire did you change? If your integrity is in check, you will usually be prepared for whatever test may come your way. Here are a few examples of simple but recommendations of things that, quite frankly, are just a few thoughts as I close my remarks that I think will help you make your pathway toward what's next. Be grateful and write a thank you note. Thank your mama. Hug your dad. Be on the lookout for classmates and friends who are struggling. Love your country. Register to vote. Stay connected to your community, wherever you are. Go to church, even while you're in college. Thank your teachers. Be proud of your school. Remember your hometown. Only one kind of reputation is built quickly, and it's not a good one. Understand that the next 4 years of your life are likely to be the best 4 years of your life. Remember, someone who has different political ideas is not your enemy. Take the opportunity to thank someone who served your country in the military. Follow your dream, but be flexible and willing to change course. Play the long ball. Think about the long-term effects of the decisions you're going to be making. If you will, I promise you that you'll make better decisions. And if you're stressed out about a decision, ask yourself if the decision you're making is going to be real important to you 20 years from now. Choose your friends wisely. I would submit to you, show me your friends today, and I'll show you your future tomorrow. Look around the room. You'll never be in a room with the same people that you're in right now. I say that to ask you to think about. Although most of what we've talked about is what's next, don't forget about the here and now. Appreciate the moment that you have. Appreciate the people that gave you the moment that you have. And appreciate the fact that you won't be able to gather this moment again. Finally, as the country music song by Tim McGraw goes, always stay humble and kind. These two qualities, I promise you, never go out of style and will keep you in good stead with everybody that really matters. Thank you for allowing me to share this night with you. Congratulations. I cannot wait to see what's next for each of you. Thank you.
family, friends, guests, ACE faculty and staff, and graduating class. Thank you all for joining us in this celebration of the Academy for Classical Education's graduating class of 2022. I would like to speak on behalf of the entire ACE class of 2022 to extend a warm welcome and a declaration of gratitude to all of you who have come to lend your support tonight. Over the course of these years at ACE, we have all encountered change in some form or fashion. When mentioning change, it tends to scare people away, because not many people enjoy the idea of stepping out of one's comfort zone, making a new routine, or adjusting to a new way of life. We are not unfamiliar with change ourselves. Whether it was transferring to ACE or dealing with COVID, we have all experienced change. Change can be difficult, however, it is imminent and approaching rapidly. Whether attending college, serving in the military, or joining the workforce, we all will be stepping out of ACE into a new world of our own, where we will grow and thrive. Sadly, as we end this chapter in our lives, we leave what we have known for so long behind to start a new phase, where we will make new friends, learn from new teachers, live in new places, and become more of the person we want to become. As Henry Bergson said, to exist is to change is to mature is to go on creating oneself endlessly. No matter our next steps, change is inevitable. We all must face new responsibilities and new challenges to come. Yet with change, we will continue to grow, molding ourselves into the individuals we are meant to become. However, no matter what the future holds, ACE has prepared us to take on the change. The lessons we have learned during our time at ACE will stay with us for years to come. One of the core values at ACE is hard work. Hard work is a defining factor of a good student. Without hard work, talent means nothing. Through all of the AP classes, before and after school clubs, sports, jobs, and a social life on top of all of that, ACE students have persevered through it all. Without hard work, we wouldn't be sitting where we are tonight. Along with hard work, we have learned the value of teamwork. As a part of the ACE soccer and cross-country team, teamwork has been a foundational principle on and off the field for me. The many group projects, labs, clubs have prepared us for how to work with others and respect each other's opinions so that we could have a functional and valuable team, a trait of which we will carry into many aspects of our future lives. In addition, we have learned to never give up on something that we believe in. We have strived for excellence, set goals for ourselves, and have worked endlessly to achieve them. Not to mention all of the moments and friendships we have built that will forever be ingrained in our memories. These lessons have prepared us for the next season of our lives. We will continue to grow, thrive, and mature through the next few years because of the experiences we have had at ACE. Over the years, we have grown, matured, and flourished in different ways. ACE has taught a variety of lessons to each individual. After speaking with many of my fellow peers, I have been reminded of many of the specific lessons shared with us. Some of which are, first, don't let the world determine your value. This holds true for us all. Neither people nor grades should determine who you are. It should be your hard work ethic, spirit of leadership, and character that define you. Second, school is a testament of hard work, not talent. ACE has taught us this truth through perseverance of countless hours of class, exams, and homework, which have taken diligent work through high school and the years before. The next says, the lowest points of life are when you tend to grow the most. Because even through times of change and hardship, we have all pushed through to become better versions of ourselves. Finally, it is important to take time to enjoy the little things. Breathe and enjoy the season of life you are in. This is most fitting today as we are in a season of transition from one stage of life to the next. We must stop to appreciate and soak up all of the joys life has to offer. While we will walk different paths, it is important to cherish the moments we have left with the people around us. The wisdom shared with us over these years will continue to shape us into the individuals we will become. The Academy for Classical Education, class of 2022, will move off into many different directions this fall. Attending colleges, joining the workforce, or serving in the military. However, we will never forget where we came from. Change is inevitable, but no matter where we are off to or who we will become, we owe a huge debt to the people who have gotten us here. ACE faculty and staff, friends and family, I would like to extend my greatest appreciation on behalf of the class of 2022 for all of the hard work and support you have invested into each and every one of us. We would not be here today if it were not for your dedication to the individuals here tonight. First and foremost, I would like to thank God, the one who has given us all of our abilities to be who we are today. I would also like to thank my family. Wade and Ren, thank you for being there to make me laugh when it was most needed and be the best friends I could ever ask for. Daddy, thank you for pushing me to give 110% in everything and teaching me how to stand up for what I believe in. Mama, my role model, thank you for your listening ear, godly heart, and immeasurable love for me and our family. To the faculty, thank you for your hard work and love you poured into each and every student. You have made differences in our lives that are beyond what you could imagine. And lastly, to the class of 2022, thank you for all of these memories that I will cherish and take into my college years. You have given me the best years of my life and taught me lessons that I will carry with me for many years to come. As our years together come to an end, we will say goodbye to the people, memories, and routine of which we are so familiar. But we will walk into a new chapter of life with smiles on our faces and heads held high in excitement for what is to come. Congratulations, ACE, class of 2022. Go Griffins.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and fellow graduates. So I would like to thank you all for coming out on this May evening to celebrate the graduation of the Academy for Classical Education's class of 2022. Good job, guys. We are gathered here today to celebrate the graduate class of 2022. And I would first like to thank Ms. Perkins and Ms. Stokes for giving us the opportunity to come to school. Without their efforts, we will not be here today. I would also like to thank the administration and staff for keeping the school running and organized. And a special thank you to you, the teachers, who with their hard work pushed us to perform our best and to go above and beyond. No, in class, we may have made some dumb choices, asked one too many questions, but it's with your everlasting patience that you can walk into this room every single day and encourage us. So we thank you, teachers, for your hard work and sacrifice so that we, the students, can succeed. And of course, we would also like to thank you, the parents, who throughout all 17, 18 years have supported us through thick and thin. 18 years, 365 days per year, and your hard work and dedication has finally paid off today. But of course, we are here to honor the hardworking individuals in front of you who have been pushing themselves and striving for their best over the past 12 years, looking towards the day in which they walk up onto this stage and graduate. It doesn't matter if you came here 8 years ago, back in 2014, or even last year, because today you are an ACE graduate. ACE is one of, if not the hardest school in Middle Georgia. So, and you guys are all graduating with flying colors. The sleepless cramming for tests and stacks of homework have finally paid off, all leading up to this very moment. So now you stand beside your fellow graduates, looking towards a brighter future. In the years ahead, you'll look back and you remember all the memories that you and your friends made. As years go by and you reflect on your time at ACE, focus on those memories as you shared funny stories with your friends, private jokes that only you and them understood, and serious conversations about life and our future. Have no regrets, because you'll know that the hard work and time spent studying paved the way for all that you will be and do. You knew that by succeeding at ACE, you can succeed anywhere. I know many of you here are restless, hoping to leave and move on with your lives. But you'll miss this. I know I will. You'll miss friend groups, the long walks in the hallways, talking about nothing, the inside jokes, the liveliness. And to those who haven't graduated yet among the crowd, siblings, and orchestra, enjoy it where you can. But today, it is not a sad day. It is bittersweet. Because looking around you, look to your left, to your right, there's some people you won't be seeing in years, maybe even ever again. But when one journey ends, another begins. And today, we celebrate what lies ahead. To a new future, to a new us. God bless you all.
As principal of the Academy for Classical Education, I have the honor to present to you the class of 2022. I certify that these young ladies and young gentlemen have met all attendance requirements and Carnegie unit requirements required by the state of Georgia and the Academy for Classical Education. I hereby petition the governing board chairman to confirm that these young ladies and young gentlemen are 2022 graduates of the Academy for Classical Education.
As chairman of the governing board of the Academy for Classical Education, I certify that these young ladies and young gentlemen have completed the requirements prescribed by the Georgia Department of Education and the Academy for Classical Education, and now confirm you as graduates.
Brandon Michael Adams. Sarah Naimi Ahmed, ACE Diploma with distinction. Maddox James Allen. Aiden Stokes Araby, ACE Diploma with distinction. Caleb Mason Bennett Koval. Simran Sanjay Bikote, ACE Diploma with distinction. Christopher Martin Bauer. Tate William Brown. Virginia Ann Brown, Ace Diploma with distinction. Zane Alexander Bush, Ace Diploma with distinction, summa cum laude. Mason Alexander Carmichael. Callie Nicole Karen. Please hold all of your applause until the end, please. Thank you. Kea Lene Chambliss, Ace Diploma with distinction, summa cum laude. Chase Felton Clairbush. Reagan James Cochran. Evan Alexa Collins, Ace Diploma with distinction. Gracie Lynn Conover, Ace Diploma with distinction. Bradford Alejandro Cork. Aiden Matthew Davis, Ace Diploma with distinction, summa cum laude. Trevor Charles Derrick, Ace Diploma with distinction. Hartley Brooke Devane, Ace Diploma with distinction. Cameron Bradley Eddy. Caitlin Elizabeth Edwards, Ace Diploma with distinction. Annabelle Grace Eisner, Ace Diploma with distinction, summa cum laude. Shelby Grace Epperson, Ace Diploma with distinction. Isabella Maria Ewing. Emma Grace Forsyth, Ace Diploma with distinction, summa cum laude. Reagan Elizabeth Foster, Ace Diploma with distinction, summa cum laude. Montgomery Douglas Fullington. Josiah Simaj Gallimore. Tyler Madison Gatlin. Annabelle Gazafi. Luis Alejandro Gonzalez, Ace Diploma with Distinction, summa cum laude. David Christian Alexander Gray. John Aaron Haithcock, Ace Diploma with Distinction, summa cum laude. Ansley Kate Harrelson. Christian Derek Hasty, Ace Diploma with Distinction. Salama Muhammad Hazama, Ace Diploma with Distinction. Presley Mixon Heath. Kaylin Nicole Hester. Daniel Ryan Hickman, Ace Diploma with Distinction, summa cum laude. Anne Elizabeth Howard, Ace Diploma with Distinction, summa cum laude, salutatorian. Graham Vaughn Johnston, Ace Diploma with Distinction, summa cum laude. Kaylin Aaliyah Jordan, Ace Diploma with Distinction. Landon Paul Kai Zhuang, Ace Diploma with Distinction, summa cum laude, star student, National Merit Scholar, valedictorian. McKenna Grace Key, Ace Diploma with Distinction. Zan Khan. Damian Sherrard Kimball Jr., Ace Diploma with Distinction. Devin Alexander Kirkman. Gabriel Ingemar Kopp, Ace Diploma with Distinction, summa cum laude. Maximilian Gray Lancaster. Abigail Nicole Lawson, Ace Diploma with Distinction. Please hold all comments until all the graduates have been announced. Thank you. John David Lewis, Ace Diploma with Distinction. Neov Childs Line, Ace Diploma with distinction. Jalen Mackenzie Little. Emma Reese Livingston. Quentin Joseph Lopez, Ace Diploma with distinction. Olivia Jewel Lauermore, Ace Diploma with distinction. Erica Michaela Mack, Ace Diploma with distinction, summa cum laude. Charles Evan McCord, Ace Diploma with distinction. Please hold your comments until all the graduates have been announced. Brooklyn Dawn McGregor. Rory Elise McGinnis, Ace Diploma with distinction. Jovan Antonio Melendez. Callie Brooke Melton, Ace Diploma with distinction. Carolina Rose Mickey. Caden Eric Miller. Elizabeth Ann Mitchell, Ace Diploma with distinction, cum laude. Mallory Grace Mitchell, Ace Diploma with distinction. Culver Reese Monroe, Ace Diploma with distinction. Caitlin Paige Neesmith, Ace Diploma with distinction, summa cum laude. Jaden Camille Nelson. Aiden Lane Newman, Ace Diploma with distinction. Anna Eileen Newman, Ace Diploma with distinction. Elena Kaya Nuhu. Onyekachi Chimobi Oki, Ace Diploma with distinction, summa cum laude. Io Oni. Jawad Ibrahim Udat. Michaela Elise Palmer, Ace Diploma. Ace Diploma with distinction. Bhavya K. Patel, Ace Diploma with Distinction, summa cum laude. Garv Jagdish Kumar Patel, Ace Diploma with Distinction. Kishan Murugesh Patel, Ace Diploma with Distinction, summa cum laude. Tanvi Gitesh Patel, Ace Diploma with Distinction, summa cum laude. Edward Jackson Porter, Ace Diploma with Distinction. Hardin Elizabeth Powell, Ace Diploma with Distinction, summa cum laude. Avery Elizabeth Richardson, Ace Diploma with Distinction, summa cum laude. Marco Andre Rojas Ortiz. Philippe Gerard Marquez Rondina, Ace Diploma with Distinction, cum laude. Sarah Grace J. Self, Ace Diploma with Distinction, summa cum laude. Karen D. Singh, Ace Diploma with Distinction, summa cum laude. Brooke Catherine Smith, Ace Diploma with Distinction, summa cum laude. Dylan Craig Smith, Ace Diploma with Distinction. Mohammed Saeem Khan Sadigar. Mark Robert Stecker III, Ace Diploma with Distinction. Micah Joshua Thompson. Samuel Parrish Timms. Zachary Alva True. Tate Stephen Turner, Ace Diploma with Distinction. Guadalupe Valencia Quesada, Ace Diploma with Distinction. Justin Elijah Verdier. Aaron Camille Vickers, Ace Diploma with Distinction. Amaya Celeste Villevong, Ace Diploma with Distinction, summa cum laude. James Emery Waite, Ace Diploma with Distinction, cum laude. Emily Lauren Walker. Khalida Amore Walton. Hannah Logan Logan Watkins, Ace Diploma with Distinction, summa cum laude. Andrew Wesley Whidden, Ace Diploma with Distinction. Bailey Dina Mackenzie White, Ace Diploma with Distinction, summa cum laude. Ansley Elizabeth Wilson. Benjamin Thomas Wilson, Ace Diploma with Distinction. Rylan Patrick Woodile, Ace Diploma with Distinction, summa cum laude. Andrew Wu. Ladies and gentlemen, the Academy for Classical Education's 4th graduating class, the class of 2022.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the ACE Student Declaration and remain standing for the ACE alma mater. We are ACE, the Academy for Classical Education, where teachers can teach and students will learn. As an ACE scholar, I will be the best version of myself. I will work with diligence and honor. I will respect myself and others. I will seek truth, goodness, and beauty in all things. We are ACE.
was working carpool one morning a year or so ago and overheard a parent say to their children as they exited the car, "Make good choices." I didn't think much of it at the time, but later on I thought to myself, how profound those words were, and wondered if they were said every day, and I bet you they are. Choices are everywhere. Do I choose to get my clothes ready the night before so that I know I have everything I need? Or do I wing it in the morning and hope no one sees I'm wearing those bright pink socks? Do I leave right after school so that I can get to my job on time? Or do I meet up with friends and sit and talk for a bit and then go to work when I'm ready? Do I read a little bit each night to get ready for my history test? Or do I hope and pray I can cram it all in the night before? Do I stick my ID in my pocket and hope Perkins isn't coming down the hallway and notices that I'm not wearing ID? Or do I borrow one from my friends and hope she doesn't ask me to turn it over? Life's full of choices. For some, the amount of choices can be overwhelming. It has been my experience that as senior year winds down, some students really struggle with the number of choices they must make. Do I go to college or the military? Do I take a gap year? Do I just go to work and see how life plays out? Many individuals will let life drag them along somewhat like a lost pair of sunglasses caught up in the surf. Many individuals of your age are either convinced you know what you will do and be in the future, while others are not so sure. You've been led to believe that the world is your oyster and the choices are plentiful, and it is, and they are. However, as Nelson Mandela once said, may your choices reflect your hopes, not your fears. Making choices based on fear leads you to settle for less. Now, settling for less might make you somewhat happy, but who wants to live with the question, could I have done more? Could I have made better choices? Sometimes people just won't choose because they feel that life has already pigeonholed them. They can't help who they are, where they come from. If we have something or someone else to blame, that makes life so much easier. It's not our fault. Things didn't work out. Well, they never worked out for me. They won't work out. Really? But for those of you sitting here tonight, you made your choice not out of fear. How often have I heard you tell me over these last years how hard your classes have been, but you persevered. You said you were so tired of balancing school and softball, baseball, football, soccer, band, chorus, drama, work, you name it. But you did it. You fretted that you felt like you were in a prison because someone was always telling you where to go, as in on to class. That's true. Life's filled with people who want to tell you where to go. But you're sitting before me tonight because you made a choice. You chose to ultimately do your work, wear your uniform, come to school, and as a result, your choice will reflect your hopes and dreams, not your fears. Sitting here tonight are individuals who have earned the highest awards possible. Awards like valedictorian, salutatorian, national merit finalists, Beta Club members, National Honor Society members, Eagle Scouts, state champions, region champions, gifted and talented musicians, artists, and actors. You have elected to persevere and work through hard times. The last few years have given us pause to think. The world changed before our eyes, and we changed with it. Decisions we made or didn't make didn't stop that change. Some of us learned valuable life lessons from the past few years, and some simply struggled to survive. And now tonight, in just a few short minutes, your life, as you've known it, will change just as a chrysalis morphs into a butterfly. And there will be moments after the excitement goes away where you might have a moment to think, what will I do with the rest of my life? Amelia Earhart said the most difficult thing is the decision to act. The rest is mere tenacity. The fears are paper tigers. You can do anything you decide to do. You can act to change and control your life. And the procedure and the process is its own reward. I tell you this because over the course of the last several years, you have read, memorized, recited, reviewed, rehearsed, and prepared. You have learned rules and regulations and were asked to abide by them, not because we wanted to imprison you, rather because we sought to set you free one day. Your teachers, the administration, the counselors, your parents, and everyone gathered here tonight have worked toward this moment in your life. All of this preparation was done to give you the foundation and the confidence to take that next step tomorrow and the tomorrow after that. And before I close, please allow me a moment to make a bold statement. I've been a principal for more years than I can count. One of my concerns in the past was that students were graduating from high school and simply not prepared for college or for the world. Their grades had been inflated and their egos were as well. Starting with our first graduating class in 2019, that worry has stopped. It has stopped with you. Your grades are not inflated. Your egos, a little bit. Your test scores are real and your talents and skills refined and earned. I am so proud of you and look forward to hearing about your accomplishments as time goes by. And you should be proud as well. You're graduating from a national blue ribbon school that has been ranked as one of the best schools in Middle Georgia, a school that consistently has been academically recognized at all grade levels, a school where the qualities in the classroom, persistence, dedication, hard work, focus, transfer into the band room, art room, choral room, orchestra room, and onto the athletic fields. You come from a school where being successful is not just accepted, not just expected, but is celebrated. You come from a school of champions, and all of this was done in 8 short years. But guess what? We are just getting started. Tonight is a momentous accomplishment in your life, and I want to thank your parents for their efforts and determination to place you in a school where teachers can teach and students will learn, because, well, why else would you put a kid in school? So thank you, parents and families, for believing in ACE. Thank you, Senator Kennedy, for taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us tonight to celebrate this amazing class, the senior class of 2022. Thank you to our governing board and Mr. Gaither, who moved heaven and earth to ensure that we are able to continue the mission and vision of ACE. Thank you to our ACE faculty and staff who come to school every day, ready to teach and enjoy watching their students learn. And thank you to the class of 2022 for being the best versions of yourself, for persevering. Choices are everywhere. Seniors, go make good ones. Congratulations. Please stand for the recessional.